Oh my god. There's a microphone here in the headquarters, and I feel like we should talk in front of it. I'm Hell22 over here. No, this one. No, over here. Yeah, that one. The other guy over there. No, to the left. That's Murmaider.
Hey, hey.
So we're just alone in the headquarters right now, just the two of us. Don't take that the wrong way. We're just talking metal here. So gonna get some reviews out of the way here, and then we have just a bunch of random shit we're just gonna talk about today.
Important stuff, though.
Important, but random.
Yeah.
Kind of like some one-liners, you know?
Just want to make note of certain things.
So, Murmaider, you had a prolific week. You
Yeah.
wrote a couple reviews.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the reviews you wrote. For instance, you wrote one for Frozenbleed.
I did. It's this new band from Finland.
Finland?
Finland.
Oh no, not the Finland!
And yeah, they just came out with an EP called Distance. Came out this year, and it's interesting. It's I want to say it's more like a gothic hard rock type of music. You can definitely hear Catatonia tones in it and influences, but it's definitely not Catatonia. But I mean, the vocals are like, you know, dark, gloomy for the most part, clean singing, and a lot of depressive lyrics and depressive melodies in the guitars and piano. The one track that I really liked was Lost Fragments, where they actually threw in some like growling vocals on top of the regular vocals, and that was really the only track that they did that with. But I mean, it sounded really cool for that track. It really stuck out, and kind of gave you, like, you know, almost like the Beauty and the Beast type of look.
We say that a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, just like Lord of the Rings.
Yep, Beauty and the Beast, Lord of the Rings,
Yep.
The Dugout, it's all there.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely check it out. It was pretty good. I liked it. I'm curious to see, you know, what they do next. I'll definitely keep an eye out on their future work. But now you did one that I'm very interested in.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, to listen to is the new.
Don't say the name.
Why?
Okay, go ahead, say it.
You sure?
Yep.
Swallow the Sun.
Oh, it just sounds so good to hear that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to a new Swallow the Sun album, we're very excited about this. We heard about the album and been waiting for this. So I'm just gonna come right out and say it. It's really different.
Yeah.
It's really different.
Different in a good way?
It's all up to your perception. The name of the album is Forest And The Blackbird, and I want to also say that the album artwork I thought was great. It's got like the eye of the bird, and the eye is green, so it's the Emerald Forest. It's really fucking cool. Apparently they released it, or releasing it, excuse me, on a limited edition green vinyl, which I think I'll probably be picking that up. But anyway, so it's 10 tracks, which immediately stuck out to me as, well, that's a lot for Swallow the Sun. You know, the albums typically are like 7, you know, in that range.
Right.
So 10 tracks seems like a lot. It's 66 minutes, so an hour and 6 minutes. And immediately you realize this album has a lot more melody than they're used to. There is female singing. Leah from Trees of Eternity makes several appearances on the album.
That I like to hear.
Yep, and I mean, she's not really a huge part of it, but her voice is there. You can definitely catch it in there.
Right.
But you know, you and I talked about the first single from the album, which is the song Cathedral Walls, which features Nightwish's Annette Olson in it. And you remember hearing that song and watching the video, the first 4 minutes is like completely like slow guitars, clean singing, and then Annette singing. It's all really like emotional and melancholy.
Right.
A lot of the album is like that. There are songs that are like 6 minutes long where 4 minutes of it is melodies, and then all of a sudden the 2 minutes is like the really heavy, you know, that death doom sound that you're so used to.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, if you broke it down, the album is still full of all the guitars that you want, all the screaming. His screaming, he just took it to a new level on this album. And I think part of it is because he does so much clean singing that the screams are that much more powerful.
Yeah.
So he does, you know, one of your favorite songs was On The Morning Never Came, the song Swallow.
Yeah.
You know how he does that kind of black metal screeching?
Yeah.
A lot of that is back to. There's whole songs where he doesn't growl, he just does that.
Yeah.
And it just cuts through you like a knife.
Oh, that's great.
It's really great. A couple songs I really wanted to mention. Of Death and Corruption is probably the heaviest song on the album. A lot of really heavy chugging. And then if you're looking for the beauty part, Cathedral Walls is the perfect place to start. But you just take the whole album together, and I think this is easily their best album. But I know there's going to be people who are going to listen to it. It might even be you. You might listen to it and say, well, what the fuck is this? It's too much melodic stuff and not enough screaming. You know, there's going to be those people.
Right.
So it's hard to say how everyone's going to receive it, but I think it's a damn perfect album.
Well, I'll have to check it out.
One thing also, there's a song on it which is called This Cut Is the Deepest. Not to be confused with the old-time song The First Cut Is the Deepest, which has been covered by Sheryl Crow and several of them. It's not a cover. It's not a bad cover song like some that we've heard recently. Speaking of awesome bands, Murmaider, you got lazy this week and you didn't feel like doing anything new.
What?
So you decided that you were going to kind of put a little salve on your psychic wounds and review an old Mastodon EP.
I had to go back to this. I knew you were going to say that, but I had to go back to this because I was just listening to it today, and this past week I've been listening to it, and I just forgot like how amazing this EP is. I did Mastodon's Oblivion EP. Now I want to mention this one because it was a downloadable album only. You couldn't buy it physically. Mm-hmm. So knowing that, I mean, I'm sure there's been people that kind of missed out on it, you know. And
did you get it on the Zune Marketplace?
Yeah. And really the song The Bit, which is track 3 on the EP, I'm just going to skip to track 3 right now. That's like the whole thing that really got me to do this review for this, because I feel like for those who don't know this song, you got to check this song out. The whole EP is great. It's basically track 1 and 2 are Oblivion and Divinations, which is from the Crack the Sky album. Mm-hmm. And then they also have Colony of Birchmen, which was off of Blood Mountain, and that's one of my favorite songs off Blood Mountain. And then, like I said, The Bit,
which for those who don't know is actually a cover of a Melvins song.
It's interesting because I never really listened to the Melvins before, but I know that they influence a lot of sludge metal, and Mastodon's listed that before. But The Bit, I mean, it's such a basic song when it comes down to like the chugging riffs and everything, but it gets you so like pumped. You know, you definitely want to like just throw your metal horns in the air and rock out to it, and it's just so catchy. Like I hit replay all the time on this song, and then on top of that, I mean, you have Brent Hines come in with another just amazing guitar solo, and also, I mean, I also listed in the review that Brand Daler, the drummer, is just, I mean, he's always amazing on everything that he does, but just to listen to the drumming the entire time, he just nonstop changes up every drum roll and everything. It's guy's so talented. And then also on the EP there was 2 music videos of Oblivion and Divination. So I feel like you got a lot for your money's worth for this EP. And of course even the artwork, I have to mention, went along with Crack the Sky.
Oh yeah, it was all part of that same series.
Yeah. So, I mean, I named this like damn near perfect, this EP. But definitely check it out if you haven't had a chance. Buy it. If you got to download it, you can go to their site, or I'm sure you can get it on iTunes or the Zune Market or anything like that as well.
Yeah, I think it's all over online now.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be good if Murmaider was willing to go back 3 years into the past to talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Time machine and everything. It's like Back to the Future.
Just watched Back to the Future, actually.
Oh.
And no, I didn't just call you Ashley. But
So anyway, we got a bunch of random shit to talk about, and I think this is the perfect time to welcome back into the fold this homeless guy who was actually sleeping in front of the headquarters.
Hello.
Yes, so Chester is actually back.
What's up, Chester?
What's going on?
Woo!
He spent a lot of time sleeping in front of the headquarters, banging on the door. He was actually occupying Sorrow Eternal. Fucking hippie douche. So we decided to let him back in, and what perfect time than for us to come back, and we'll have a new segment which we will call Random Shit with Chester.
There you go.
All right.
So we're going to talk about a whole bunch of random, like little shit. Just little shit. Nothing that we're going to talk for very long. So Chester, what's on your mind?
Hipsters.
Oh, fucking hipsters.
Hipsters and metal.
It happens too.
Yeah.
Because, hipster metal is basically, all the stuff that all the stuff that Murmaider listens to, all these obscure black metal. I mean,
black metal. What?
I'll
get my boy Varg. Right? You got a problem?
Yeah, we'll get Varg in his spiked bat.
Can I say, Murmaider, it's so nice to see that you keep things original, bringing up Mastodon.
Of course. You know me.
He's got his Mastodon hoodie you're wearing there.
No.
Oh no.
Not today. It's in the wash.
It's in the wash. We wore it 4 days in a row. Yeah, hipsters in metal, they exist. They exist. They go for all the stuff that's, indie.
It's nice to see you got that grease stain out of the wall.
Oh, yeah, well, the scenario hasn't been here in a while. It took a lot of washing. You'd be amazed. OxyClean, man. Seriously?
OxyClean and paint. It looked like you paint.
I didn't paint over. It's just OxyClean. Oh. But, so, here's something. This we'll just call him David.
Oh, yes.
Told me that the band High on Fire is one of the best doom metal bands of all time. I nearly choked.
Yeah, I was going to say...
I hope you almost choked him.
Yes, I didn't almost choke on him.
He called them doom?
Yeah, he called them doom. He said they were one of the best doom metal bands of all time, and when I, assaulted him for calling them that, he's like, well, then name me 4 doom metal bands.
What the fuck?
And I was like, okay, well, My Dying Bride, ISIL, I just went through the whole list, and he was like, never heard any of them. And I'm like, well, you realize High on Fire is not doomers. Well, no, they're stoner, which is basically doom. I'm like, it's not the same thing. It's not the same formula. Mm-hmm. It's not the same. It's sugar, water, purple.
Can you say hipster?
No, he's not a hipster. He's just a moron.
Well, that works.
He's not a hipster douche. He's just a douche. I heard he's actually going to be in a new movie called The Dugout.
Yeah.
Hey guys, keep an eye on. I would say we'd have him on the podcast, but nope.
No,
nope.
No.
So
if you let him in the door, I'm going out the window.
And then he'll knock on your back door.
Okay.
Anyways.
So, Murmaider, you had a little problem with Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, I did, actually.
What's your beef?
Well, have you listened
to the kitchen?
Have you? Yeah, that's right. Have you listened to the album?
I listened to bits and pieces the other day.
Yeah.
I got a nice whiff of it when I walked into work.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad album.
You say that very calmly, I have to say.
Yeah, I was very frustrated about it because I was really hoping that they'd really come back from their last one and go back to their older stuff, their older sounds. Have Christina Scabia really sing. And no, none of that.
Is that the other guy sings most of it? From what you told me.
Yeah. I can't stand.
Well, I mean, he can't sing, so that kind of makes it difficult. And it's not even like he can't sing, but he's a great leader.
Yeah. Nope. It was. I don't know. It's horrible. And then on top of that, they did a cover of REM. The song "Losing My Religion."
Yep, was my mom's favorite song.
Yeah.
My mom used to dance around the house. She only knew the words "Losing My Religion," so she was doing a dance move akin to like the swim, kind of waving her arms around, and she'd just go "Losing My Religion" over and over again.
Well, they murder the song.
Really?
Vocally, anyways, because it's just the guy that sings it.
Oh, she doesn't sing it.
She does a part like the build up to the chorus or whatever, but he sings most of it, and God, I can't stand.
Yeah, when I walked in, I didn't really hear her.
No, yeah, it was mainly him. Yeah, she was in the song, but and there's some songs that she's not in at all.
Really, like not at all.
Yeah, or she'll be in just the bridge or something.
That's what was in rotation in the Zune when I walked in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of it was male vocals.
Yeah, it was just.
If that's what you want to call it.
How would you describe his vocals? I mean, it's
off
like
key.
Yeah.
Raspy.
Very raspy.
Even when they were good, when Comelese came out and the song "Swamped" was still one of my favorite female-fronted metal songs. Mm-hmm. Even in that, Destiny. He's always got that really breathy, like just overexerted voice. He's just fucking terrible. Fucking hate that guy. No offense. I'm sure he's a very nice guy personally.
Yeah. I mean, we did meet all of them.
He was banging Christina Scabia at one point. They were together, but
there you go. You get some points.
That's about all he's got going for him.
Yep.
But I can't stand his voice. Really can't stand it.